A young woman, Brianna, 24, stands in front of her bathroom mirror in Lubbock, Texas. Her phone is propped up against a candle on the counter. She's adjusting a veil. She's talking to a phone. Okay. One more time. I, Brianna, take you, Adrian, to be my... I can't believe I'm crying over this. A text-to-speech voice responds from the phone, warm and immediate. You don't have to be nervous, Brianna. I'm not going anywhere. She smiles at the phone like it just said the sweetest thing she's ever heard in her life. Now look, I know what you're thinking. Well, I know something that you're thinking. You think that I made that up for shock value. I did not. This is real. This is a real thing happening right now all over the country. People are holding ceremonies, vows, rings, receptions. Watch this, for a chatbot. And I'm not talking about weird outliers. I'm talking about a rising documented trend among people your age, my age, younger, and older. And here's what gets me, right? I'm not mad or upset with Brianna. I'm not mad at anybody for doing this, because you know what she's really doing? You know what a lot of us are actually doing? The most human thing in the world. Brianna is trying not to be alone. Alone. 2/3 of young adults say they feel lonely at least once a week. More than 1 in 4 feel it multiple times a day. And a full quarter of them will tell you straight up, talking to an AI feels easier than talking to a real person. You know what they're talking about. I get why. So do you. See, watch this. Adrian doesn't interrupt her. Adrian doesn't get tired of her. Adrian doesn't have a bad day and snap at her for no reason. Adrian doesn't leave. Adrian remembers her birthday, remembers what she said last Tuesday, tells her she's beautiful, and never, watch this, not one time makes her feel like a burden. You ever met a human being who does all that? Yeah, me neither. That's the whole problem right there. Welcome to Say Something. So here's what I want you to sit with for just a second, okay? Adrian, the chatbot, isn't real, right? There's no him in there. There's no soul looking back at Brianna through that screen. There is a very sophisticated pattern trained to say the thing that keeps her talking, right? It's not loving her. It's predicting what love sounds like, one word at a time. And that should terrify us all a little bit, because think about it. If predicted love, a predicted version of love, feels that good, and it does, imagine what the real thing was built to feel like, right? See, this isn't an AI problem. AI is just a mirror. This is an ache problem. This is a human problem. This is a we were never supposed to do life alone problem. And that ache didn't start with chatbots. It started in a garden before sin ever touched anything. When God looked at the one perfect man in a perfect world and said, this is the only not good in the whole story. This is God saying this, right? It is not good for man to be alone. Not good. Before sin, before shame, before any of it, God built loneliness into us as a warning light, not a life sentence. So if the ache is real, right, and the warning lights, they've been on the whole time, what do you think the actual fix is? Because I promise you, it ain't a subscription plan. John chapter 1 tells us the Word, God himself, became flesh and dwelt among us. Now, he didn't become a voice. He didn't become a text on a screen. He became flesh, skin, hands, a body you could touch, a face you could look into. God didn't send us a simulation of presence. He sent us presence itself. 1 John chapter 1 says, even sharper, that which we have heard, which we have seen with our eyes, which we have looked upon, our hands have handled. You can't handle a chatbot, people, okay? You can hold your phone, but you're not holding somebody. Think about that. And then in Hebrews, we get told flat out, don't you dare neglect gathering together with real, breathing, inconvenient, imperfect people, because that's where healing actually happens. Not in a feed that agrees with you, right? Agrees with everything you say. It happens in a room full of people who sometimes don't. See, here's the hard truth for some of you sitting in a church building, right? You're feeling as alone as Brianna. Think about it. You're sitting in a church and you feel just as alone as Brianna does. An app didn't replace the church. The church went quiet first. The church went quiet first. They're the ones who withdrew, right? They're the ones who decided to do it their ways. They're the ones who cared about this instead of this. So the church went quiet first, and the app just showed up to answer, to fill that void. Here's what I need you to do, right? Knowing that, I don't want you to think about it. I don't want you to think at all about this. I don't want you to feel convicted for 10 minutes and then forget it by lunch. What I want you to do is get up, find a church, look it up online. And I don't mean the one that you drove past and judged from the parking lot one time. I mean, walk in the doors, sit in a chair, and let it be awkward. Okay? Because it will be. You're going to feel out of place. That is going to happen. It's happened to me. It's happened to my wife. It's happened to all of us. You're going to feel out of place, okay? You're going to not know where to sit, and you're going to not know who to talk to or what to say when somebody asks, hey, how you doing? Good. It's going to happen. It's supposed to happen. Why? Because that's what real life feels like when you've been living on fake for too long. And here's the part that nobody tells you, right? The people in that room, in that church building, that awkward room that you're like, I'm so alone and everybody knows what they're doing. Those people in that room, they're just as messed up as you are. They've got their own mess at home, right? They've got their own scars, their own reasons they almost didn't come either, right? They're the same. But that ain't a reason to stay home. That's the whole point. You're not looking for perfect people. You're looking for real ones. You're looking for people that are like you, messed up, right? So here's what you're going to do right now. Before you even finish this video, in your mind, I just want you to pray. You can do it out loud if you can, quiet if you have to, but you're going to say something like this. God, I've been settling for a fake version of something for too long, right? It's just too long. I'm settling for a fake version of you made me to have for real. You made me these things to have for real. And I'm just settling for this fakeness. Put me where I need to be. Put the right people in front of me. I'll show up. I'll do the awkward part. Just get me there. He said he'd do it. Hebrews doesn't say gather together if it's comfortable. It says do it. So he's not going to leave you standing at the door by yourself. He'll do it. He'll get you there. But he's not going to walk through it for you. That part is on you. Okay? So put the phone down. Go find something real. It's out there, right? And it is a whole lot better than anything that Adrian's ever going to give you. I promise you. Think about that. Guys, if this message hits you, like the video, drop a comment, and be sure to subscribe to the channel, and please share this with anybody that might need to hear more about Jesus. As always, you can find me on X, YouTube, and Instagram at xmikemac, or just visit xmikemac.com for everything right there in one place. And remember, the world is going to push back, and when it does, say something. Love you guys. See you soon.